Hopefully you guys got a chance to work on the U-triads, so let's go over them. In the first U-triad, we need to find the arc length of PQ. So what we're looking for is how long this is, like how many yards this is. We do know that that is 75 degrees, but the question is how many yards is it? We know in this diagram that we have 9 yards all the way across. So we do have a diameter of 9 yards, which means our radius, half of that would be 4.5 yards. We need to make sure we're using our right measurements in our arc length calculation. So let's set up what our equation is going to solve for. We have arc length. That's our arc length PQ. That's going to be equal to, and I'm just following this formula up here, the measurement of arc PQ in degrees, so that would be 75 degrees over 360, and then we'd multiply that by 2 pi times the radius, which is 4.5. We're going to round our answer to the nearest hundredth, so we could put this into our calculator. 75 over 360 times 2 pi 4.5. 75 divided by 360 times 2 pi 4.5, and this is about 5.89. So we'll have approximately 5.89 yards. That would be that arc length, that distance around that arc, QP. In example number 11, we want to find the circumference of circle N. So what do we know? We know this measurement right here, that's our arc length. So we have an arc length. That arc length is for LM. And then we have this 270 degree angle right here. That means we have 270 degrees around the circle. So that measurement of LM, that circle, that circular piece, is 270 degrees. If we want to find circumference, we first have to find radius. This is kind of like example B from above. We'll start off with our arc length. Our arc length is 61.26. That's going to be equal to our measurement of our arc, which is 270 degrees, divided by 360, multiplied by 2 pi radius. So very similar setup to letter B above. We're going to multiply by 360 to clear our fraction. So we'll have 360 times 61.26. 360 times 61.26 is going to give us 22,053.6. This is going to be equal to, and then just keeping track of what we're doing, these 360s are dividing out. We could multiply 270 by 2. So if we wanted to calculate that, 270 times 2, it's going to give us 540. We have 540 pi r. So now we need to solve. So we're going to divide by 540 pi. To get radius by itself. Okay, so taking that answer we just got, dividing by 540 pi. Two 22053.6. So So we'll get about 13 for our radius. So let's write that down. Our radius is 13. Next, we just need to calculate our circumference. Circumference is 2 pi r. So our circumference would be 2 times pi times 13. Our circumference would be 26 pi. And then how are we measuring? We're measuring in meters, and then we're asked to round to the nearest hundredth. So we would need to figure out 26 pi to the nearest hundredth would be about 81.68. So about 81.68 meters would be the circumference of this circle, given this information here. One last example, number 12, we needed to find the radius of circle G, so basically how long this measurement is here. We do have 10.5, that's our arc length. And we have 150 degrees, so that 150 degrees, that's the measurement of that arc EF. For using our arc length formula, we'll start off with our arc length, 10.5. That's going to be equal to the measurement of the arc in degrees, 150 over 360, and then we'd multiply by 2 pi r for radius, which is what we're trying to find. To both sides, we can multiply by 360 just to kind of get rid of that fraction. So I have 360 times 10.5. It's going to be 3,780. 3,780 equal to, and then on the right side we could take the 150 and the 2 and multiply those together to make 300. So 300 pi radius. Then we're going to divide both sides by 300 pi, and we'll be able to calculate that radius. So taking that answer, 3,780 dividing by 300 pi, and that's going to get us about 4. So to the nearest hundredth, that radius is approximately equal to 4.01, and then our measurement was feet.